What if your morning coffee could do more than wake you up? Imagine if that same warm cup could help you rebuild the strength you've slowly lost over the years. For many people over 60, weak legs, aching joints, and less energy feel unavoidable in aging. But the truth is, it doesn't have to be that way. Scientists now know that muscle loss, or sarcopenia, isn't just a natural process we're powerless against. The National Institutes of Health reports that while people typically lose 3 to 8% of their muscle each decade after 40, much of that loss can be slowed, or even reversed, through brilliant nutrition timing. That means what you eat, and when you eat it, plays a bigger role than most people realize. And here's where it gets interesting. Your morning coffee, a ritual you've probably kept for decades, could be transformed into your secret weapon for strength. Adding just a few simple ingredients, things you might already have in your kitchen, you can create a muscle-building drink that fuels your body when it's most ready to grow stronger. It all begins tomorrow morning, right in your cup. Most people over 60 notice changes that seem small at first. Getting out of a chair feels harder, carrying groceries leaves you winded, or your legs don't feel as steady on the stairs. It's easy to think, well, I'm just getting older. But the real culprit often has a name: sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is the gradual loss of muscle mass that begins in midlife and speeds up with age. Picture your muscles like a house. In your younger years, the walls are strong, the beams are sturdy. But as time passes, those beams weaken if you don't supply the right materials. That's what's happening inside your body. The structure is still there, but losing its support. Here's the part most people don't know. Exercise alone isn't enough to fix it. Think of exercise as the construction crew, ready to rebuild. But those workers can't do their job without the proper fuel arriving at the right time. This is where nutrition timing comes in. Evelyn Brooks, a nutrition specialist who has worked with older adults for years, explains it. Your morning hours are like an open window. If you give your body the right building blocks, you set yourself up for strength all day. The good news? With just a few tweaks to your morning coffee, you can give those muscle builders exactly what they need. The first ingredient might surprise you because it's sitting in your pantry now. Unsweetened dark cocoa powder. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons stirred into your morning coffee can do far more than add flavor. It can help your muscles grow stronger. Here's why. Cocoa is rich in compounds called flavonoids, especially one known as epicatechin. Think of epicatechin as a traffic officer for your blood vessels. It helps open up highways so oxygen and nutrients flow more easily to your muscles. When blood flow improves, your muscles can use protein more efficiently, meaning every bite of healthy food you eat further strengthens your strength. Harvard researchers even found that cocoa flavonoids support better circulation and improved endurance in older adults. Let me share a story. Margaret, a 68-year-old retired teacher, loved gardening but got tired after just a few minutes of pulling weeds. At first, she thought her days of tending a big garden were over, but after adding cocoa to her coffee for 3 weeks, she noticed she could stay outside longer without fatigue. It felt like I got my legs back, she told me. How to use it? Start small. 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa in your morning coffee. If it's too bitter, add a touch of honey or stevia. Over time, you may work up to 2 tablespoons. The second ingredient is one most people think of only for skin health, but it's a powerhouse for muscles and joints. Collagen peptides. Collagen is like the scaffolding that holds your body together. After the age of 20, we lose about 1% of our collagen each year, so by the time you're in your 60s, your supply is far lower than your body needs. Why does this matter? Collagen isn't just about smoother skin. The glue keeps muscle fibers strong and joints stable. When you stir collagen peptides into your morning coffee, you give your body ready-made amino acids to repair tissue. Even better, collagen works hand in hand with the flavonoids in cocoa, creating an environment where muscles can rebuild more effectively. Robert, a 74-year-old former postman, came to me frustrated that his knees hurt so badly he could barely walk his dog. After 6 weeks of adding collagen to his cocoa coffee each morning, he regained his daily walks and started climbing hills again. His words were simple: "I feel like I've got my legs back." How to use it? Add 1 scoop, about 10 grams, of unflavored collagen peptides to your coffee. It dissolves easily and has no taste, making it one of the simplest, most effective upgrades you can make. The third ingredient turns your coffee into more than just a drink. It becomes fuel for both body and mind: MCT oil. MCT stands for medium-chain triglycerides, a type of fat that digests differently from most others. Unlike regular fats, which take hours to break down, MCTs go straight to your liver and are quickly converted into energy. That means your muscles and brain receive steady, usable fuel within minutes. For older adults, this is especially powerful. Instead of the roller coaster energy many feel after a sugary breakfast, MCT oil provides smooth, lasting stamina that helps you stay active longer. And active muscles are strong muscles. The World Health Organization has even noted that MCTs may support better energy metabolism and cognitive function as we age. Take Michael, a 66-year-old grandfather from Arizona. He told me he used to rely on an afternoon nap to get through the day. After adding just half a teaspoon of MCT oil to his morning cocoa collagen coffee, he noticed he could keep up with his energetic grandkids at the park. No nap required. He now calls it his grandpa fuel. How to use: begin with 1 to 2 teaspoon and slowly increase to 1 teaspoon as your body adjusts. For the best texture, blend your coffee for a few seconds. It creates a creamy, latte-like finish that feels like a treat. It's not just what you add to your coffee that matters, it's when you drink it. Timing is the hidden key most people overlook. After a whole night of sleep, your body is in what scientists call a fasted state. This is when your muscles are especially receptive to nutrients, almost like dry soil waiting for water. Feeding them the right building blocks within the first 30 minutes of waking gives your body the best chance to rebuild stronger. Think of it like planting seeds. Drop them into fertile soil at the right moment, and they thrive. Toss them onto dry ground at the wrong time, and very little grows. Your morning coffee becomes that fertile soil, a perfect environment for muscle repair and energy production. Studies published by the National Institutes of Health confirm that protein and nutrient timing in the morning significantly boosts muscle protein synthesis in older adults. And here's the good news: it doesn't have to be perfect. Consistency matters far more than perfection. Having your enhanced coffee 5 days a week for a month will make a bigger difference than being perfect every day for only 1 week. The takeaway is simple: make this ritual a steady habit. With time, your muscles will adapt. Thank you. You might be wondering, what results can I expect? That's a fair question, because after 60, most of us have tried advice that didn't deliver. This coffee ritual isn't about instant transformation. It's about steady, realistic progress your body can maintain. In the first week, many people notice more consistent energy throughout the morning. No more sudden crashes or the urge to nap an hour after breakfast. By the second week, it's common to feel a little steadier on your feet, like your balance has quietly improved. Around weeks 3 and 4, everyday tasks often feel easier: getting out of chairs, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries without that heavy, dragging feeling. Of course, results vary. Genetics, diet, and activity level all play a role. Some people notice changes quickly, while for others, they are more gradual. Patience is essential. Muscle building in your 60s and 70s is like growing a strong tree. It doesn't happen overnight but becomes solid and dependable with consistent care. I've seen gardeners regain the stamina to spend hours outdoors, grandparents able to chase toddlers again, and dog owners walking farther than they had in years. These small victories add up, restoring strength, independence, and confidence. Before you rush to your kitchen and start blending ingredients, there's something important to remember. Safety always comes first. While cocoa, collagen, and MCT oil are generally safe for most people, everyone's body and health conditions differ. If you're taking medications, especially blood thinners, diabetes drugs, or if you have digestive or gallbladder issues, it's wise to check with your doctor before making changes. Cocoa can slightly enhance circulation, which may interact with certain medications. If taken too quickly in large amounts, MCT oil can upset digestion, and collagen, while safe for most, is still a concentrated protein source that should be added thoughtfully. Harvard health experts often remind us that nutritional strategies like this complement medical care, not replace it. Think of this coffee ritual as a tool that supports your body's natural ability to stay strong, but not a cure-all. Here's the reassuring part. For many older adults, these ingredients have been used safely for years. The key is starting small, listening to your body, and adjusting gradually. Pair this routine with good sleep, gentle exercise, and balanced meals. It becomes part of a strong foundation for long-term health. Your independence and vitality are worth protecting, and that begins with wise, careful choices. Now that you know the why, let's combine it into a simple step-by-step routine you can follow every morning. Think of it as your recipe for strength in a cup. Step 1. Brew 8 to 10 ounces of your favorite coffee. It can be regular or decaf. The routine works with either, since the ingredients are the true stars. Step 2. Stir 1 to 2 tablespoons of unsweetened dark cocoa powder. This increases blood flow and primes your muscles to use protein more effectively. Step 3. Add 1 scoop, about 10 grams, of unflavored collagen peptides. These dissolve easily and act as the scaffolding that supports your muscles and joints. Step 4. Finish with 1.2 to 1 teaspoon of MCT oil. Start small, then increase as your body adjusts. Blend or stir vigorously to create a creamy latte-like finish. Taken together, these 3 ingredients are like members of an orchestra. The cocoa boosts circulation, the collagen provides the building blocks, and the MCT oil fuels the performance. On their own, each one helps, but when they play in harmony, the effect is far greater. Drink this within 30 minutes of waking, ideally before your first meal. With consistency, this morning ritual becomes a powerful investment in your independence, balance, and strength. So let's bring it all together. Your morning coffee can now be more than just a wake-up call. It can be your daily step towards strength and independence. Dark cocoa nourishes your muscles and circulation, collagen peptides rebuild the structure that holds you steady, and MCT oil fuels your energy to move confidently all day. 3 simple ingredients, 1 powerful routine. Remember, this isn't about turning back time. It's about making the most of today, about walking upstairs without hesitation, carrying groceries easily, and keeping up with the people you love. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which ingredients will you try first in your coffee? Share in the comments below, and if you found this helpful, check the link for a free meal guide to support your journey. Here's to stronger mornings ahead.